Don't be shy, 'cause life won't bring you down too far.
Sky Sports News Live, and welcome to our other feeds around the world. This is it. This is the final fight of Fight Camp before the canopy comes down, the Terraplast comes up, and we sit there and have a nice beer thinking about a project that we'll never forget. Before then, the biggest fight so far, returning from the pandemic, returning from lockdown, a pivotal moment in the heavyweight division, the jigsaw puzzle that is being put together and unfolding before our eyes. On Saturday night, DILLIAN faces Alexander Povetkin for the WBC Interim World Heavyweight Championship, the WBC Diamond Belt on the line as well, but more importantly, the right to fight the winner of Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. The winner of this fight will be the mandatory with no exceptions from the WBC. It's a huge, huge fight for the division. I will start with the challenger, Alexander Povetkin. Alex, you've been training in the gym. We've had you over here for many fights now. You look in the best physical condition of your life.
Саш, мы рады тебя видеть. Ты много раз был здесь, очень хорошо выглядишь. Так, скажи пару слов. Общее впечатление от всего увиденного.
Да, хочется Эдди поблагодарить за то, что организовали этот матч. Дилана тоже поблагодарить, потому что это сильный, достойный боксер. Я всегда к нему с уважением. Я считаю, будет интересный и красивый бой. Благодарю.
First of all, few words about thanks to Eddie, for doing this event, even pandemic. Very happy to be here. Thanks for DILLIAN, to take in this fight. Hopefully it will be, a great fight, in the heavyweight division right now.
Alex, DILLIAN has been number one for a long time, waiting for an opportunity. You have the opportunity to just come up from nowhere and take that mandatory spot. Are you prepared to do everything in the ring on Saturday night, whatever it takes to win?
Диллян очень долго ждал этой возможности. Вот сейчас у тебя появилась возможность это все дело перехватить. Тщательно ли ты готовился, чтобы действительно это получить?
Мы хорошо подготовились, я говорю, будет интересный, хороший бой. Я уважаю Дилана, хороший боксер, так что я с полной ответственностью готов, потому что понимал, что он очень сильный.
Well, I take all my responsibility to prepare for this fight, understanding how important it is, for the DILLIAN, to fight in DILLIAN, you have to take serious when you're fighting him anyway.
And finally, Alex, people talking about both of you big punchers. Both of you have two of the best left hooks in boxing. We expect an explosive fight. The fans should expect a war on Saturday night.
Вы два больших панчера, два специалиста по левым хукам. Стоит ли нам ожидать взрыва, так сказать, и, как мы говорили, фейерверка в бою?
Я считаю, что бой будет интересный и зрелищный, а как будет, посмотрим. Я заранее никогда не говорю.
I don't like to make a prediction, but definitely it should be a firework. But I hope you will enjoy it.
Thank you, Alex. DILLIAN, I don't think I've seen you in shape like this before in your entire career. Sorry, do you want more?
No, he won't translate what you say.
Okay.
Yeah.
DILLIAN, I said he looks good. DILLIAN, you're in the shape of your career so far, unquestionably. I guess the pandemic has helped you in many ways to have probably the longest camp in the history of heavyweight boxing. I think about 4 or 5 months out in Portugal, but you seem very happy, you seem very relaxed. Is that because you feel like you've ticked every box needed in preparation for this fight?
The whole of last year for me wasn't a great year. I had 2 fights last year. My mind wasn't right in any of them really because stuff was up there, and obviously stretch does 1 or 2 things. Do you make you put weight on? I make you lose a lot of weight. Unfortunately for me, it made me put a lot of weight on. I think my last fight was 20-something stones or whatever it was. So I was happy for the time. I needed to train, get myself in shape, and I done it slowly instead of just rushing and going crazy like I was trying to get weight down and stuff. So it's been good. It's been very good, But I know who was fighting and what it would take, so I was just like, okay, cool, I've got extra time to do stuff and get in shape, and that's what I've done.
Do you feel that there's pressure on now? I mean, you seem to be someone that's kind of ignored pressure in the past, but a lot's happened since this fight was made originally. You know, originally you were searching for that resolution from the WBC. Now you've rescheduled the fight, but you do have the resolution for the WBC to know that if you win on Saturday night, you'll fight the winner of Fury against Wilder. Does that put more pressure on you ahead of this fight?
Not really. The story of my life has been pressure. I've not been under pressure my whole life, so it's just another puzzle and another thing I have to deal with. Obviously, there is a bit more pressure than usual because of obviously what's in the future, but that's in the future, you know. I just focus on now what's going on, who's in front of me. Obviously, I'm fighting a consummate professional, someone who's been consistent for a long time. So, you know, I'm not bothered about what's Fury doing and what Wilder's doing. I'm bothered about what Alexander POVETKIN doing on Saturday night.
And you have to focus on him. One thing you've always wanted to do is fight the top guys, fight the best. You see Alexander POVETKIN as the toughest test of your career so far?
Yeah, you know, obviously he's probably the most technical fighter I fought, obviously, in his side. He's beaten a lot of top guys. He's fought a lot of guys as amateur Olympic gold medalists. He's done it the right way, hasn't he? All the way up from Europeans, whatever, Commonwealth, Olympic gold medalists, and he's done it all the way up to being heavyweight world champion of the world. Only lost 2 fights, you know. I'm a strong guy and stuff, and so yeah.
You've been watching Fight Camp, obviously. How's that going to change for you? You look at your previous fights, Oscar Rivas last time at the O2, Derek Chisora selling out the O2, Joseph Parker selling out the O2, Chisora before that at the Manchester Arena. What's it going to be like to focus with no noise in the Fight Camp Matchroom office on Saturday night? Your instructions are Xavier Miller and Dave Caldwell also in the corner as well. Are you looking forward to maybe be able to execute that game plan a little bit better in those kind of circumstances?
I'm looking forward to it, you know, but like I said to people, some of my hardest fights have been in the gym, you know, so, and in the gym there's not a lot of people, so this would just be like one of those. When you're in camp and you're spotting rounds after round to the round and you have 3 or 4 guys and doing 2 rounds in, 2 rounds out, and your coach is there whispering in their ears, oh, you're pressuring, do this, do that, you know. I've had some really hard fights in the gym, but the level of the fight and who's in front of you, when the bell goes, it doesn't matter whether there's 100,000 people, or there's 100 people, or there's one person there on the night, because you'll be so locked in and so zoned in and focused and getting the job done. It doesn't really matter, to be honest.
We know your mantra for this fight is maximum violence, and everyone you speak to about this fight says the same thing. This can only be a brutal war. Is that what you expect? Are you ready for that? Do you want that? I mean, a lot of people, you saw Katie Taylor in here before, you know, I've got to box more, avoid the war. Is that what you want? I see your protege Alan Babbage, I mean, he's pumped and focused for it as well, but are you looking forward to engaging in that warfare, or is it just win by any means necessary?
I don't care. Whichever way it goes, I'm ready, you know. Obviously I train, obviously, you know, I'll take my defensive duties properly that I need to do, and I'll do what I need to do, but I don't care. Listen, you know me, I can war, I can box. If I need to counter fight, I can, you know. Obviously at times in a fight I need to change what I'm doing, but I don't care. When I'm fit, I'm in shape, it's problems, because then I can do what I like to do. You know, I don't have to think like my last fight, I wasn't in shape. I was like, I need to stay just in gear 1, gear 2 to get the 10 rounds in case it goes long, because Wax is a tough guy. But when I'm in shape, I don't care. I don't mind blowing up, because I know I'll recover. That's what I've been doing in camp, you know, pushing the engine and blowing up and recovering and then go again. So regardless, whatever he wants to do, then I'm cool with it, you know, I'm cool with it.
I know the importance of just getting the win. I know you have respect for Alexander POVETKIN, but do you believe you'll win this fight by knockout on Saturday night?
Listen, I don't like to make predictions because you never know what's going to happen. Obviously, he's a very experienced man, and he knows what to do. He knows to look after himself. He's done it for a long time, 15 years now he's done it, you know what I mean? And, you know, he's a tough guy and all that stuff. But listen, if I learn early, then it may be not early, but, you know, he can do the same as well.
I know you won't be thinking about them, but the eyes of the heavyweight world will be on you on Saturday night. Anthony Joshua will be there for Sky. You know that Fury will be watching. You know that Wilder will be watching. Everyone will be watching this performance. Do you feel like some of those guys, particularly stateside, will be hoping you almost slip up? You know, you've been 1,000 days banging on the door for this opportunity. All you have to do is get past this final hurdle. This really, at this stage in your career, no room for slip-ups on Saturday.
And it's usually the most dangerous and hardest hurdle to get by, to be honest. But I deal with pressure well, you know, and I could have had an easier fight and done stuff and whatever, but I'm still learning. I had 7 amateur fights, 20 professional fights. I'm still learning, I'm still working and stuff, and these are the kind of fights you need to test yourself, and these are the kind of fights you need to grow. And these are the kind of fight, you know, this guy has seen everything. He's seen about 20 guys that fights the same style as me, the same size, come forward, do all this sort of stuff. So for me to get in there and beat a guy like this, then I sort of piggyback on his experience and all the stuff he's done as an amateur and all the stuff he's done as a professional. So this is the kind of fight I need, a fight that tests me, a fight that motivates me, a fight that I can learn from, a fight that I gotta think more than I normally do. You know, I could easily take an easy fight that I know 80% I'm gonna win by knockout anyway, but you know, this is the kind of fight I need. Decision in my career, this is a fight that just gives that little extra edge, you know, in your focus and things like that. And that's why I've got myself into the kind of shape I've got myself into.
Well, I know your willingness to take these big fights, to take these risks, is admired by the British public. Do not miss this heavyweight fight on Saturday night. This is so pivotal to the heavyweight landscape at the moment. Like I said, the eyes of the heavyweight world will be watching Anthony Joshua in attendance. We know that Fury, Wilder, all the guys will be watching this thrilling heavyweight matchup for the WBC Interim Heavyweight Championship of the World between the body snatcher DILLIAN WHYTE and Alexander Povetkin. Do not miss it. Gentlemen, if we could have a head-to-head here before we go to our media duties.
Hey, do you want to run that?
Yeah. On to the front, please. Thank you, gentlemen. Who goes left? Dillian, stand here, please. Sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ready to go?
Okay.
Shy, 'cause life won't bring you down too far.